Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jayden and today I'll be bringing you guys to the northern part of Singapore. Today I'll be sharing a quick bite on Lentor Hills Residences which we'll preview on the 24th of June. Lentor Hills Residence is developed by a joint venture between Hong Leong and GoCo Land. This is a government land sales project and is constructed via PPVC. So here are some facts about the development. Lentor Hills Residences is a 99-year leasehold development situated in District 26 of Singapore, and their road name will be Lentor Hills Road. It consists of 598 units spread across a contour or a hill-like land with 5 tower blocks, and what's so unique about this project is there are 4 blocks linked together via a sky terrace with a 400-meter jogging track, so you can also train your IPPT within the development itself lah. And another unique point to take note will be within the development itself, the developer actually preserved one of the mature trees in the area, also known as the Alstonia Augustinloba. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, which is the icon of the development. And because this development is built on a contour land, the blocks will also have different heights ranging from between 8 stories to 23 stories. Their vacant possession date will be no later than 1st of December 2028, but you might be able to collect your keys as early as December 2026. But don't quote me on that, just follow what's on the paper, 2028, right? Especially for those who are buying to register for a primary school. So it's gonna be based on the date on the paper, right? So they are also sitting on a huge plot of land. The land size is actually 184,459 square feet and a plot ratio of 3.2. So Lentor Hills Residences has bedroom types ranging from between 1 bedroom all the way to 4 bedroom. That also includes like 3 bedroom dual key and 4 bedroom dual key. So for consumer that is unsure if you are buying for own stay or investment, you are in for a treat. And this development actually offer a wide range of facilities, approximately about 80 facilities, which includes a 50-meter lap pool, a gym, tennis court, sky terrace, roof terrace, nature trail, sky jogging track, onsen and jacuzzi, etc. And yes, Lentor Hills Residences will also have a 1:1 unit to car park ratio, which is a rare commodity nowadays. Lentor Hills Residences is situated in a strategic location with easy access to the Lentor MRT station, which is just a road across, and they are actually just sitting beside the integrated development Lentor Modern. So can you imagine the convenience that you have, yet you do not have to pay a premium for it, right? And of course, you don't have to worry about the crowd that is crowding just right below your block lah. It is also located very near to the new North-South Corridor Expressway, which will most likely be done by 2026 if all turns out well. So this can actually cut down your driving journey by about 10 to 15 minutes all the way from north to the CBD area or even town area. So Hong Leong and GoCo Land actually gotten the land at about 1,060 PSF per plot ratio. And after factoring in like the construction cost, the making of the show flat, the marketing agency fee and the marketing cost and plus the interest, their break-even cost is estimated at about 1,820 per square foot. So if you are talking about a 20% profit margin, their starting from price should be about 2,184 per square foot. And I'm anticipating that to be the average per square foot. As we know, the smaller unit types will have a higher PSF and the bigger unit types will have a lower PSF. So I'm actually judging that based on my experience on Lentor Modern. So the range should be between probably about 1,008, 1,009 per square foot all the way to 2,004 per square foot thereabout. And I feel that it's a reasonable price as the price is not too far away from Lentor Modern. And most importantly is there is no supply of smaller bedroom types for new projects in the location anymore. Being the brother number 2 in the area, you still consider an early mover advantage. Because for Lentor Modern, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom is fully sold out. Okay, maybe Lentor Modern still have 1 unit of 2 bedrooms. So if you are looking for that integrated, then maybe we can check that out. Alright, looking at the location, it is just steps to Lentor MRT station and is fully sheltered. We have actually 5 side gates for Lentor Hills Residences, and out of which 2 of them are relatively near to the sheltered walkway. And if you're hungry, there are also F&B stores in integrated Lentor Modern. And if not, we can always go to Ang Mo Kio, Springleaf, or even Upper Thomson. All these are just short distance away. So no supper place, no worries. Now, so let's take a look at the site plan. The blocks are actually constructed like the Chinese character 8, which stands for Huat. So you may just be a Huat owner in Lentor area as well. Alright, jokes aside, the part that I actually want to bring to your attention is the block-to-block distance, because it is like a fan-like shape, and the closest block-to-block distance is actually 25 meters apart. And as we proceed nearer to the entrance, the distance becomes wider. Lentor Hills Residences is almost a north-south orientation development, and there are no units that have direct afternoon sun facing. So we also do not have to be too worried about staying in an oven. One more thing to take note of is that there is also a childcare center located near the entrance. This is very thoughtful. As a parent, you don't have to specifically drive to a childcare that is far away from your work or far away from your home and continue to your route to work or back home after work. So isn't it good to have options? Lentor Hill Residences is also located near parks and reservoir. From here, you can see the green finger or the park trail that leads from the side gate of Lentor Hills to the Hillock Park. The wideness of the green finger is approximately 20 meters, which also sets the development further from the other plots of land. So you do not have to be too worried about being too close to future developments. Of course, we will need some comparison of prices that are closest to Lentor Hills Residences. In the recent Lentor Modern launch, they actually sold 84% on launch day. So for those who think that this place very ulu, there won't be any demand, the sales actually proves otherwise. So let us take a look at our neighbor's performance in the resale market as well. For Thomson Grove, which is located right across Lentor Hills Residences, the owner actually made a profit as high as 1.18 million. Of course, I don't guarantee this 1.18 million profit, but what we can see is majority of the seller actually made quite a hefty profit, and there is quite a healthy number of profitable transactions as well. Next, we can take a look at the Calrose, which is our neighbor as well. The highest profit made was 1.418 mil. And just the Calrose itself, there are about 189 profitable transactions. So it actually shows that the demand for housing in Lentor area is actually pretty strong. One of the main reasons the demand for Lentor going so strong is because of the primary school. We actually have a couple of prestigious primary school within Lentor Hills vicinity. We have Anderson Primary, which is within 1 kilometer, and CHIJ St. Nicholas. Okay, for St. Nick's, we have to await the news from OneMap because the postal code is not out. We are not sure is it a full development or couple of blocks that are within that 1 kilometer radius. And Mayflower and Ang Mo Kio Primary is also well within the 2 kilometer radius. It is extremely crucial to buy a property near good schools because it's an evergreen demand for parents to enroll their kids to good school. And in my previous video when I shared about the continuum, I already mentioned the perks of staying in an area near school. So if you want to find out more or haven't checked out my previous video, I've linked the video in the top right corner, so do check it out. Alright, moving on to the unit mix type in Lentor Hills Residences. They actually have a total of 598 units, and they actually have a good ratio mixture of about 50 to 50-50 or 60-40 ratio of a smaller bedroom types versus the bigger bedroom types. And the standard on launch day, probably the 1 and 2 bedrooms will be sold out or won't have many options after that. And maybe some of the 3 bedrooms have limited stocks as well after launch day, because this location has a good mix of investors and own stay buyers. This is based on the sales performance of Lentor Modern. At this juncture, there is no price indicative from the developer yet, as there is still a short runway before the show flat is officially previewed for the public. So if you are keen to take a look at this show flat or want to find out more on the indicative price when it's released, you can contact me via the WhatsApp link in the description section down below to schedule an appointment to come down and take a look at the show flat. Lentor being a new township, it also means that there is a lot of room for development and transformation. Being the brother number 2 in the location, it does have a good potential to see a healthy capital appreciation. As we take a look at the master plan, there is a lot more land that is available and subject to detailed residential planning. Being one of the first mover advantage in this location means that the land cost will most likely be the most competitive ones, and with the government releasing land very quickly in the area, it also means that the land tenure of the newer projects is going to be very close to Lentor Hills Residences. So we won't have the situation whereby we will be a very old development when the other development TOP and the resale buyer prefers buying a newer project than the older one. So we can actually obsolete that issue. So now I will give my ratings about Lentor Hills residences. For location, because of its convenience to the MRT station and the North-South Corridor Expressway, I'll rate them a 7.5 because ultimately that place is not fully transformed or developed yet, and being a new township, so there aren't a lot of things going on around there, so I wouldn't give a very high rating. Next up, for the pricing. If the pricing is going to be close to what Lentor Modern is launching at, I'll rate them an 8. Because we don't have to be worried about Lentor Hills being labelled as expensive, because the price that is transacted is the price that the buyers or the consumers can accept. Lastly, the exit strategy. Being the early mover advantage in the new town, our entry price will most likely be one of the most competitive ones. And indirectly, that also means that our exit price can also be much more attractive compared to the newer future developments in the area. So I'm giving them an 8. Congratulations on making this far into the video, and if you are keen to take a look at this development or want to understand your financial eligibility, feel free to contact me via the contact details in the description section down below. And if you would like to arrange an appointment to view a show flat, do reach out to me via WhatsApp as well. If you find this video informative and like to find out more about property related news, do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next review.